Let's begin. Let's crack on. My name is Dinara. I'm a part of unit team. Hopefully we'll be in the core team in the next 3 months. And I'm presenting to you today the World Her Forum. And basically it's the presentation about female economy and how it's transforming the world. All right. We will be exploring today the overview of her economy, the biggest challenges and the opportunities and trends, and we will talk about women and blockchain and a little bit about women and her forum. Okay, well, her economy overview. Women represent the largest disruptive force in business, and the businesses are unprepared. The whole business world is unprepared. Why? Because in 2020, online transactions were $4.2 trillion, and women were responsible for 60% of those, and it's $2.5 trillion. And according to all the estimates and research made by McKinsey and some other respectable organizations, women are controlling 85% of the world economy and the world spending. And last year, they controlled $3.5 trillion of online transactions. Women are making 70% of major financial decisions in the world, and it's from groceries up to buying automobiles, real estate, and even investments. In the United States alone, women control $22 trillion, and it's 60% of personal wealth, and globally women control $74 trillion of wealth. You can see from this graph that the women's share of wealth is the biggest one in the North America. And you can see that in Japan, for example, women control $2.7 trillion. And Eastern Europe is controlling only $0.8 trillion. And we can see that the Asia is growing, and Australia and New Zealand are controlling $1.5 trillion. The biggest challenges for her economy. I'm not going to talk about the women of color. I'm not going to be talking about some sexual and harassment and misogynistic and political problems that we have in the society, but I can say that there are three biggest problems that women face in the society right now. Women are underrepresented, they're underserved, and they're underfinanced. For example, if we're going to talk about female leadership, we can see that only 22 countries have female heads of state or a governor. 13 countries have women in their national cabinet, and only 3 countries have 50% of women in their national legislation. You can see all these countries, 22 countries with female leaders, and very interesting that some of them are in Western Europe, Eastern Europe, and all the rest are in third world countries, including Bangladesh and some countries in Africa, but not so much in America, for example. Talking about corporate women and corporate leadership, by the end of the first half of 2021, the number of women running Fortune 500 companies hit a record of 41 women, and it's the all-time high, and it's actually very sad that out of 500 companies, only 41 led by women. For the first time this year, 6 women of color are running Fortune 500 businesses. And for the first time in history, Jane Fraser is running the biggest Wall Street bank, Citigroup. Here are these amazing women. And when we talk about women and leadership and statistics and success of businesses led by women, it's proven that companies led by women are 21% more profitable than those led by men. If we're talking about women that underserved, most of the products and services in the world right now are developed mostly and designed for men. For example, when Amazon launched their personal assistant Siri as well by Apple, and Fitbit, for example, Apple Watch, and some other health trackers. Most of them of these devices are designed for men. And for example, Alexa has a female voice, and Fitbit tracker, Apple tracker, they don't have periods tracker built in them. And most of the health trackers are used by women. It's just 90% of consumers for health track apps are women. Why is that? Because women are underrepresented in tech companies, and this is why we have this big gap in consumer market, where devices designed by men cannot be used by women. Women drive almost every economic indicator for businesses, yet 25 up to 40% are paid less than men. Women are working more, and out of 173 economies, 100 have job-related restrictions for women. Women-led startups received just 2.3% of venture capital funding in 2020, compared to 2.8 in 2019, and 2.8 was all-time high. And it's very sad that when a population that influences 85% of consumer spending receives only 2.3% of venture funding, and it means that there is a fundamental disconnect at the leadership level in businesses and investments. There's a lot of more statistics, and what are the opportunities for women? Despite the challenges, women-led businesses responding to COVID-19 crisis with resilience, and women are leading the digital transformation, and women-led businesses are using technology more than men-led businesses. And top 4 industries right now that are trending are health, beauty and fitness, food and restaurant, retail, and business services. And very interesting that women tend to spend less on launching their business, and 50% spent less than $50,000 last year. 17% spent between $15,000 and $100,000, and 9% spent more than $175,000, and 22% spent between $175,000 to over $1 million, and only 2% fell into the $1 million plus rank. It means that women are basically leading small and medium businesses. They're risk averse, and they're trying to actually launch their businesses using their own funds, and they're not likely to go and seek for funding anywhere else, especially in banks. And the top trends helping women succeed in businesses are right now, especially during pandemic, remote work, working smarter with technology, video conferencing, employee management software, different apps that's making our lives easier, augmented, virtual and mixed reality, going local or community focused business, social engagement, personalization. Women are using more social platforms. personalized marketing, customer services, a domination of e-commerce. Women are selling everything online. Freelancing, gig and sidepreneurship economy is basically thriving, and women are shifting from growth to profitability. So they're keeping their businesses smaller in order to make sure that they're making profit instead of growing. A very interesting finding is that there are 6 key female consumer segments that were identified by Harvard University. There are fast trackers, very successful female leaders, usually independent and single women, pressure cookers, and we have women who are called relationship focused, women who are managing on her own, fulfilled empty nesters, and those who are making ends meet. And when we focus and design businesses, we can actually think about these female consumer segments in mind and design our businesses and services based on their needs. There are 8 major macroeconomic trends driving purchasing decision for women. The first one is double duty half time. It's basically affecting women who are married with kids. And if you want to target women and design services and products that are actually saving their time while they can take care of their families, is basically you win in their business. Mini-me is the biggest trend right now. It's not only when kids wearing the same clothing as their parents, but it's basically women right now are tending to have their children when they're older, and it means that they have more means to spend money on their kids. And it means that the kids are basically the new generation of decision makers, and they are making really high-level decisions, and they're consuming the same products and services as their parents, and parents are spending more money on them. So basically, it's closer to adult spending. Visual storytelling. For example, some of the hotels are now offering Instagram butlers in their hotels, basically catering women, Instagram influencers. And this is actually a very competitive advantage. And if you're offering something that is connected with visual storytelling, helping women celebrate their milestones in their lives, baby showers, proposals, or marriage anniversaries, this is something that you can win their business with. Health and wellness as lifestyle, especially during and after pandemic, is one of the biggest trends. And for example, Westin Resort offered a running concierge service because a lot of women are traveling and they need a running buddy. And if you tailor and cater women and their health and wellness needs, this means that you can win their hearts and their money as well. And another trend is 60 or 70s. It's the new 40s. Women who are in their 60s or 70s are very successful, very driven and active spenders. And for example, May Mask is driving this trend. She is making social media very popular for women of her age. She's 72. And she is talking about investment. She's talking about freedom, about beauty for women who are over 60. And this is actually trend and the actually market that is usually overlooked. And if you want to focus on women, you can actually look into this segment as well. Everything that is personalized is women's business. And from health and track apps to personalized investment advice, femtech is very trending right now. For example, all the personalized apps that are focused on female health are trending right now, and it's going to be one of the fastest growing industries. For example, this health startup that is offering products for women's health, they raised around $171 billion 2 years ago. And there's a lot of more startups that are actually raising a lot of capital to help women take care of their health. And financial advice and services for women is trending as well. As you know, women are not very familiar with investment in general, and those who are helping them explain how to invest and manage their capital and increase their wealth are actually very popular right now. Some of the trends that are popular as well is actually digital fashion. This is a digital model, first in the world. She was created in 2017, and a lot of women right now are using digital models, 3D models in their fashion brands. And one of the biggest trends is actually women, because they feel lonely or underserved, they're creating a lot of communities to support each other. So right now, I would like to talk about women and blockchain, because this is why we're here. Only 15% of women are investing in cryptocurrency, mostly because they feel that this is a men's world. Cryptocurrency is confusing, it's very difficult to understand, and they don't know how to start investing. For example, I used to post classes for women about crypto. I would invite speakers and they would explain them how this whole thing works. And they admitted, 90% of these women who were attending these events, they were admitting that it's very intimidating to attend cryptocurrency investments or crypto events if they're attended by men as well, because they feel stupid, intimidated. They don't know how they can communicate without looking stupid. And this is why actually we are here, and this is why UNIT is helping a lot of women to have access to this information. There's a lot of women in crypto world, despite of the fact that most of the women unseen, because they're not actually bragging about themselves. But one of my favorite women is actually Kathy Wood. She's CEO of our capital. She is actually she invested in Tesla. I mean, our capital invested in Tesla, and she was a speaker at the B Word conference. She is very outspoken in support cryptocurrency investments, and a really big leader in this community. We have Dara Skita. She's an Indonesian leader. She has her own blog. It's called My Bitcoin Story. She's an Indonesian young woman who actually discovered Bitcoin a few years ago, and she is popularizing Bitcoin and cryptocurrency investment for Indonesian women. And yeah, she's really amazing. We have Lighten Labs, the CEO of this innovative network is her name is Elizabeth Stark. She's also very popular and very famous woman in the crypto world. And we have girls like Mel and Joy, who are the founders of Investera, and they're basically educating women about community, about investment, and about cryptocurrency, and how you can invest into and diversify your assets using cryptocurrency investment. We have Mrs. Bubble. She is actually a wife of Ryan Ellis, the founder of CoinStack. He is a very popular blogger, and he shares his investment strategy with the rest of the world. He's very open about it. And Mrs. Bubble is basically his wife, and she's doing her NFTs on the OpenSea platform. She is very interesting woman, and her art is very unusual, but she seems to be doing really well. So a lot of women actually entering NFT scene, because it's more likely for them to understand art than to understand cryptocurrency. And there's actually a lot of female driven communities, female focused communities for women to understand and more and be empowered by blockchain. So anyone can join these communities, and Unit community has our own community for women. And why it is important for women to join Unit. First of all, because we have amazing women in our core team. For example, our co-founders, Kat and Yip, are amazing, incredible, very creative and supportive women. And it's a big honor actually to join the community with some amazing women in the leadership team. Basically, Unit is creating a revolutionary platform for women to get access to capital. We have the platform that is actually allowing women to launch their own tokens on our platform, and it's basically like WordPress. And it's easy to use investment tool for women, super easy to understand, super easy to use, easy to buy crypto, easy to transfer, easy to actually deposit and get staked and make some more money with it. And it's easy to create your own token. We have industry tokens, 15 industry tokens that we're going to launch. And these tokens are supporting the world economy. And so we're going to have her token as well that's going to support her economy and women and female-led businesses. And yes, so if you want to join our community, join our forum that's going to be hosted in November, 25th of November. We will have 100 speakers, we will have 1,000 participants, and 50 hours of live content. Yeah, that's it. If you want to join, you can use this link or you can contact me. That's it.